So, guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about SGI10. SGI10 is going to be Saturday, May the 7th. It's going to be in the usual place, Maryhill Community Halls in Glasgow. Going to be a fantastic event. I mean, obviously, the lineup's already been announced so far. I know there's been a couple of changes, but hopefully the lineup stays pretty much as it is at the moment. So, but as I say, already a fantastic lineup from start to finish. We're going to see a lot of different styles on show that night as well, which is unbelievable. So, obviously, jiu-jitsu, there's going to be some high-level wrestlers, obviously some really, really high-level judo guys as well, especially coming out of this Carlson Gracie gym. So, we obviously know the level of judo that comes out anyway. Obviously, we see Nolan Livesey putting a show on every time he comes on, and obviously the Carlson Gracie Hull guys are exactly the same. So, so they're definitely going to put on a show when they come up. So, tickets availability. Obviously, make sure you head over to the Scottish Grappling Facebook page, head over to their booking system, and then it's going to be a historic night as well because there's going to be pay-per-view available on this one. So, unlike previous events, they were building up, and now we're at a point where there's now going to be pay-per-view, going to be commentators, fighters are going to come out to their own music and stuff like that, which is obviously going to be excellent as well. So, there's nothing better than coming out to your own music and getting your adrenaline pumping and getting the crowd pumping as well. So, going to be a great night of action on May the 7th. So, obviously, my next guest is going to be on the show that night. So, Adam Jinto of Carlson Gracie Hull. So, he's going to be up against Gary Muir of Jack's Martial Arts here in Scotland. So, again, people tell me things about fighters. Obviously, they message me, and I'm always getting messages about people. And obviously, when Adam's name came up, obviously I got a message from Owen, tell me how good this kid is. So we're absolutely buzzing to see, obviously, Adam coming up and putting on a show on May the 7th. So, Adam, what's an absolute pleasure, buddy? How you doing?
No, not too bad. Thank you for having me on.
No, definitely. So, I'd say when I mentioned your name, obviously all the guys, Carlson Gracie, were all sharing the post, and again they were putting comments in, and there was obviously a lot of names getting branded about, talking about the muscles and stuff like that as well. Adam.
I suppose so. I mean, to be fair, the gym's it's a big gym. There's a lot of big lads that go there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It works well in my favour. It's good to roll lads that are same sort of size, bigger than you.
Yeah, yeah. And everybody's got six packs and stuff like that. Whenever we see the pictures going up, everybody's rocking the six packs and stuff like that as well, which is always a good picture. It always makes for a great picture.
It's all just photoshopping, I'm telling you.
Photoshopping or not, man, it looks good. Yeah, so, and then what about you then, training wise? How's everything going for you now? Then, now that we're officially allowed to train, how's everything going for you?
Yeah, training's spot on. You know, I have to work in and around my shifts, so I fit my training when I can. Unfortunately, I haven't got like 7 days a week where I can be there every single night. But we make it work.
Yeah, yeah. We've already got comments coming in as well. So, obviously, one of your boys coming in, Jay. I don't know who Jay is, but could you find a tighter top? So, obviously, one of your boys, Jay, whoever you are. So, listen, if you've got big muscles, show them off, definitely. That's what I always say.
Triple XL, this, I'm telling you.
And then what other things? Because obviously we know, you outside of jiu-jitsu, outside of grappling, what other kind of things do you do then? So obviously you keep yourself in shape. We see that obviously through Facebook pictures and stuff like that. So, but yeah, what other things do you like to do outside that?
So the thing is, I got into jiu-jitsu more through I started bodybuilding first, which is by the by.
Yeah.
And then got into powerlifting. And then from powerlifting, I transitioned more into jiu-jitsu. I tried doing them together. And then I just got fucked up and injured.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. My body just couldn't cope with it. In fact, funny story, it was actually Owen that injured me. Yeah. I was trying to powerlift alongside my training. I shot him on him, he scored on me, tore my hamstring.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just out for like 8 months. And then eventually came back. Owen had opened his own spot, his own gym and everything. So joined back with Owen, and that's when I've been really giving it my full attention training-wise.
Yeah, yeah. And again, obviously, comments coming in. Jay as well. Jay back again. He said, it's all for show, Stoomboy. He feels like a malnourished female child. So
this is coming from the kid that we call Soyboy. That's all I'm going to say.
And then somebody else coming in. Obviously, I don't speak French, but Liberton Patrick obviously coming in with some French there. As I said, I don't speak French. I don't know if you speak French, Adam, but
definitely not. I got an E in French. I'm fucked on that part.
So anyway, we're getting some love from obviously the French people as well. So and then obviously you're training it. So obviously Carlson Gracie, we know the level coming out of Carlson Gracie, as we see it with Owen leading by example, and obviously everybody else we're seeing as well coming out the gym are absolutely awesome. And again, we're going to see a lot of Carlson Gracie well represented on May the 7th. So is it good, obviously, because I know that when you usually travel as a team anyway. It's always good to have a big team going with you, not just competitors, but obviously spectators as well.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you want your team members there, you want them there supporting you. And the thing is, like, generally everyone does just support each other. Everyone just wants the best for each other. Everyone wants to push each other, even in training, in sparring, and everyone helps each other, but to the point where not soft. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're trying to hold each other's hand or anything. Everyone just wants the best for each other. Like today, there's a few lads competing today, actually, on into grappling. So everyone's just in the group, all buzzing for them. You know, they're doing really, really well and things like getting the wins and stuff. So everyone's just happy. Everyone's just good team. Everyone's going.
Yeah, we always see the videos as well. Owen puts up, and it's always tough rounds. There's no easy rounds at Carlson Gracie Hall.
No, there's not. There genuinely isn't, and it's only the more we're sparring with like other gyms, and the Daisy Fresh lads came over for the seminar.
Yeah,
and their way of training as well was very different. But you just take little bits from how other people do it, and you can incorporate into your game, into your sparring, and it changes. You know, it evolves. The gym evolves, and the lads evolve with it.
Yeah. As I say, we love obviously, and again when I talk to Owen, obviously because he always puts the videos up, and Owen always talks about one style. We're just here to smash people, and he says my guys are exactly the same. They're just there to smash people. So he says, and he was laughing, saying that if he sees any one of his guys pulling guard, he goes absolutely nuts. He hates it. Absolutely hates it.
Everyone just rinses each other. If you pull guard, you just get fucking rinsed. You really do. And it's like, it's part of the game. It's jiu-jitsu at the end of the day. It's just, it's not our jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
We have our style of, you know, and we've got all the 10th planet stuff and this and the other. We're always Carlson Gracie, so smash film.
Yeah. He did say that. He said if he sees any one of his guys pulling guard, he said he goes nuts. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all. No. So
you start on your feet, and if you get put on your ass, you get put on your ass, don't you? But you start on your feet.
Yeah. And then what about you, SGI then? So SGI, as it's going to be historic this time. So obviously they're going to have the pay-per-view. There's going to be a really different kind of look to it than what there previously was. So how did you find out then that you were going to be on the card that night, Adam?
It was real random, to be fair, because the last SGI, I said obviously I'll do it in the second round. I don't think they can match me up, and then I just kind of forgot about it. Was assuming that I wasn't really going to get on it, and then one day just in the group chat, Owen just tagged me like, "Oh, you got a match?" So I was like, "Oh shit, yes, let's go then."
He did do it. I mean, Owen, I remember he came up the first time, did SGI, won the 8-man tournament, the open weight tournament, and then he then messaged me and says, Stu, obviously if anything comes up, obviously I want some of my guys on it. So obviously the organiser, James McIntyre, messaged me and said, does Owen have anybody? And I messaged Owen and said, Owen, send me a list of a couple of people. I said we'll probably get them matched up for SGI 9. And literally within, I don't know, must have been 5-10 minutes tops, he'd sent me a list of about 20 people with all their weights, their belt level, how long they've been doing it. And he was like, these guys are ready to go, every single one of them.
Yeah,
and then,
genuinely.
It was exactly the same. Yeah, it was exactly the same with SGI10. He did the same thing within minutes. As I said, he had a list of people, and he's like, these are all people that are going to want to compete on it. And then, as I said, it was very, very easy. Because that's the thing, it's great dealing with Carlson Gracie Hall, because it's easy. Do you know what I mean? And you know what you're getting. You know exactly what they're going to come up and do. And every one of you guys want to fight. So it's very, very easy. Very easy people to deal with.
Well, that's spot on. It's what you want, and like, no matter what level they are, if they've only been training like a few months, because of the environment in the gym, everyone just wants to get stuck in. Like, win, lose, whatever, it's all experience.
Yeah,
so it's only going to make you better, and everyone understands that. Everyone pushes for that, and like, I think that's what just makes everyone so game for it.
Yeah. And as well, the spectators. I mean, the last time they came up, as I said, it was there was a whole Carlson Gracie whole section in the crowd, and every time something happened, whenever a Carlson Gracie Hull competitor was on, the place was absolutely, it went mental. Do you know what I mean? It went absolutely crazy. And obviously Owen as well. I think Owen was in a match where the opponent pulled guard on him, and the whole crowd was like, boo.
Ooh, yeah.
So, but I mean, you guys, as spectators as well, definitely come to represent, and they absolutely they bring obviously that atmosphere to SGI as well, which is always great to see.
Yeah, exactly. And I think sometimes when you go to some jiu-jitsu shows, it's not awkward, but it can be quite a quiet sort of environment. And at the end of the day, we're all there to have a laugh, we're all there to have fun. There's nothing personal. Everyone's just there to support each other and just have a good time with it.
Yeah, so we definitely love having you guys up. And then, what about this year then? So obviously 2022 is going to be the first full year that we've had in the last 2 years, where we're going to have obviously a full year of training, we're going to have a full year of competitions, different events and things like that. I mean, obviously SGI10 is going to be one of your main focuses, but what are we going to see from Adam Jinto over the next 12 months?
Fingers crossed. Want to go to some good shows. Like, we've got, obviously Glasgow's quite far away and everything, but it's worth going to. Locally, we've got like I think we all like going to like the Empire Town and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. So
fingers crossed, get into a few of them, see how they go, and then see where we go towards the end of the year. I haven't really got much of a calendar on it.
Yeah.
Just kind of see how it goes.
Yeah. What about gi or no gi?
You get the same answer from all of us. No.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in Carlson Gracie I've ever spoke to have said, yes, Stoom, I love the gi. Everybody's a no gi guy.
Unless you ever speak to Dan Pinchbeck, he might say something different, but he does.
So definitely no gi. What about as well? I mean, we talk about the different styles of competition. So obviously you've got your points game, your IBJJF style comps or IBJJF rules, or are you more of a prefer the submission only kind of stuff?
Yeah, for me, I'm not a big fan of the points system and this, that, and the other, because that's not what I'm thinking about. When I'm sparring, like when I spar for the sub. That's it. You go hard, you get the sub, you get the tap, and then that's how you know you've won. For me personally, and I know it's part of the sport and it is what it is, but me personally, I like the sub only.
Yeah, there's your man Jay coming in again with another comment. He said he prefers sub only because he can't count. So obviously Jay sending over a bit of love there. So I'm sure you'll see Jay in the gym. So he might change.
Turn up anymore. He's too busy skateboarding.
So listen, if you see him in the gym, you can obviously repay the love that he's been sending you this afternoon. So, and then final thing for you then, Adam. Obviously, you've been in the game for a little bit. All right. So, anybody you want to shout out to? So, obviously, the usual friends, family members, teammates, things like that.
Mainly want to shout obviously to everyone in Carlson, everyone that's going to be there, everyone that's competing on this one, everyone's competing past one, everyone's competing, and obviously mainly, Owen, he pushes us all to be better, and you genuinely probably couldn't ask for a better coach. The amount of classes he puts on, and he's there every time, he turns up on time for every single one of them. And he just supports us, and he travels every corner of the country with us, and he just wants us to do well. So
yeah,
he's obviously amazing.
Definitely. Well, there you go, guys. We're going to have Adam Jinto, Carlson Gracie Hull against Gary Muir, Jack's MMA. We're going to be speaking to Gary tomorrow night, so obviously make sure you guys tune in for that as well. It's going to be Saturday, 7th of April. 7th of May, should I say. That's going to be Maryhill Community Halls, SGI10. So tickets, get them through the Scottish Grappling page. And again, it'll take you through to their booking system. anybody that can't make the event, then make sure you do get the pay-per-view. As I say, there's going to be an unbelievable night. Obviously, a lot of great matches are going to be on this card there, both male and female. And as I say, definitely a lot of different styles of martial arts are going to be on display that night as well. So Adam, listen, I'm buzzing to see you coming up and doing your thing on the 7th of May, buddy.
All right. Thank you. I'm buzzing to get there. See you soon.
Yeah, listen, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day, buddy, all right?
Yeah, you too, man. See you soon.
Take it easy.